I remember the sound more than the words. The whir of the ceiling fan above us, steady, indifferent, as her voice broke through the silence of our living room. "I think we need some time apart," she said. Time apart. After 17 years. The papers were already on the table when she said it. She didn't meet my eyes, just stared at that damned fan, spinning, spinning, like it was trying to stir the air thick with everything we'd become. I didn't argue, not then, because 3 weeks earlier, I'd already known. It started with small things, the way she guarded her phone, the late-night showers, the new perfume she claimed a friend recommended. I wanted to believe her. I did. 17 years teaches you to forgive the noise, the little fractures in a routine. But one night, while she was out with coworkers, I sat in our bedroom with that same ceiling fan buzzing overhead, and something caught my eye. The smart home app on my phone, one I'd installed years ago to control the lights, thermostat, and yes, the ceiling fans, showed motion alerts from the living room, except no one was supposed to be home. I tapped the feed. The fan's small built-in camera, barely noticeable in its housing, had captured everything. Her, him, on our couch. The couch I bought the week after our wedding. They didn't even bother to close the curtains. I watched exactly 37 seconds. That's all I could stomach. Long enough to know his face, long enough to know it wasn't just a fling. Then I shut it off. I didn't yell, didn't smash anything. I just sat there and listened to the fan blades cut through the air, keeping rhythm with my heartbeat. That's when the anger changed. It stopped burning and started freezing. And in that cold, I started planning. The first step was quiet, an extra key for the storage unit I told her I'd closed last year. I began moving things, important documents, photos, valuables, bit by bit. She didn't notice. She was too busy working late. Then came the finances. Joint accounts became separate under the guise of restructuring for tax season. I moved investments to my name, changed passwords, redirected statements. And while she played pretend, I documented. Screenshots, timestamps, bank statements. Every lie she told became a line in a ledger I was preparing for her. I found out who he was, a contractor she'd hired for the kitchen remodel. A man with a wife of his own and 3 kids. That part I didn't even have to dig for. The universe offered it up like it wanted me to use it. So I did. 2 months later, I invited her to dinner. I cooked her favorite, roast chicken with rosemary and lemon, just like I used to when things were good. She smiled like nothing had ever been wrong. I poured her wine, listened to her talk about work, and let her believe I still cared. Then I told her I had something to show her. I turned on the living room TV. The fan footage filled the screen. She froze, mid-sentence. Her hand trembled, the wine glass still halfway to her lips. 17 years, I said. My voice didn't rise. It didn't need to. And you brought him into our house. She started crying, the kind of crying that used to move me. Not anymore. It was a mistake. No, I interrupted. It was a pattern. Then I handed her an envelope. Inside, divorce papers, bank account printouts, photos, and a neatly typed timeline of her affair. Copies had already been sent to her boss, his wife, and the attorney I'd hired. For a moment, she just stared at it all, like she couldn't process the life unraveling in her hands. I didn't shout. I didn't need to. The silence between us did the work. That night, I slept in the guest room. She left before dawn, suitcase in hand, no words left to offer. By the time she realized I'd taken everything, money, house, reputation, it was too late. The lawyer called her first, then her boss, then his wife. They say revenge is best served cold, but that's not true. It's best served calm, precise, when every move has meaning. A month later, I sold the house. The fan stayed. I left it on one last time, watching it turn in the empty room, humming that same indifferent tune it played the night my marriage died. People think revenge is about anger. It's not. It's about balance. She took something from me: trust, years, peace. So I took something back. Now, when I think of her, I don't feel hate, just clarity. Because the fan didn't just catch her. It caught me too, right before I fell asleep in the comfort of a lie. And I decided I'd never sleep through betrayal again.